Hi everybody and welcome back to Necromancy 101. Today, I thought I would address a topic that I brought up some time ago, which is to say, liches. Now you may be thinking, didn't you cover that back in lesson what-did-he? Yes, I did, but the information I presented in that episode was incorrect, because the information I was using there was information that I derived from Dr. von Strauss's 2nd edition guide, which had led me to believe that liches are basically some kind of super zombie. Whereas the information I'm presenting now is derived from Dr. von Strauss's 1st edition, which makes liches sound way worse. So sit back and prepare to have your minds blown. Now, the first thing you need to know about liches is that they're not undead. They're not even dead. They're alive. They never died. That's part of the problem. Like, remember back at a time when you might have been in school and you really need to get a project done, or if you're in work and you really need to work on that thing, well, you drink a lot of caffeine, you might take some you do things to make sure you can stay awake and you can finish the project. And then you're just so full of just stuff to keep you awake. And then you go home and you realize that you can't fall asleep and it kind of hurts to stay awake, but you can't fall asleep because you're just too amped up. That's what it's like with liches. Liches bind magic into themselves that keeps them alive, no matter what. Now, that's fine at first because they don't really feel the effect until they start beginning to ache, like, to quote a great man, feeling like butter spread over too much bread. It just gets stretched out. Now, they can't just kill themselves because the magics and things they've done won't permit that. But they can't die. And it gets to a point where they just hate everything, or they'll just become obsessed with anything that distracts them from this feeling of constant pain that they're in. Well, constant strain, I suppose, not pain exactly. So you might also be thinking, but don't they gotta put their souls into a phylactery or something? And to that I say, they don't have to, but many choose to after a certain point, because their souls sort of become shriveled up, just because they've been around for so long. Now, they're not dead, they're still connected to the flow of life, but their souls are shriveled up, and it just thinking and focusing on them to draw their magic out, it just hurts too much. And so they'd rather just take it out, put it into something else, and not even think about it. Now, of course, when you make that, you put it into a special item, you protect it, you do all sorts of cool magics and stuff. Like, there's the British guy who did, he split his soul up 8 times or something, because he was, paranoid, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so you do that to make sure it doesn't get destroyed. Or so that it doesn't get more destroyed than you're already destroying it. So, now you know about liches. There's that. So don't try to make yourself into a lich, because it's nothing but pain. Okay, so like and subscribe, and a big shout out to Devin Kurtz, one of our Patreons. Yes, I have one of those, and I'll be putting a link to that below. And I'll also be putting a link to the website down below, so be sure to check that out as well. So, all right, that's it. See you next time.